Go.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here with Jeremy today.
Hey, Jeremy, what's
And
up?
of course, Ryan and myself. We are going to this is 80s, 90s, early 90s, right?
Yeah, this is like early. This is like an early '90s, maybe late '80s style board game.
We're kids on bikes, and we are looking for a friend today.
Right. So yeah, people probably know what Kids on Bikes is. Even if you don't really know what Kids on Bikes is, you've probably heard of the game Kids on Bikes, which was a role-playing game that came out a couple years ago now. It was very popular. But even if you don't, you definitely know the genre trope Kids on Bikes. I mean, all those Spielberg movies, Stranger Things, and the new It. Like, kids ride their bikes around and fight
monster crimes in their city.
Right.
But before we dive into the rest of the game, we first, of course, want to say, do you remember the winner?
No. You didn't even tell me.
I did. I said it out loud.
You might have said it out loud.
Prepared.
I'll have to. I
prepared.
gave it to you 5 minutes ago. Anyway, I will pull up the winner here in a second. Do you want to do the other things?
We'll put the winner in the comment, or we'll get a winner from last week for
we have one pick.
Cloud
I
Age.
just have to pull it back up. Remember,
what I said was Cloud Age is currently out of stock, so whoever wins, just email us and we'll hook you up with it. When it comes back in stock, you will get one. And of course, we'd love to thank Game Toppers for providing us with this table that we're playing at here. They kind of were responsible for our show.
Andrew Morris.
And Andrew Morris, you are our winner. So congratulations. We'll put it in the description of the comments as well. So please email us at manvsmeeple@gmail.com. We are giving away a copy of Snallygaster Situation. Yep. Now, we have been playing a lot of retail games lately. This is a game that's going to Kickstarter.
Well, is it Kickstarter or is it just
not out
pre-order?
yet? It might be just pre-order. Either way, it's not out yet. You will get it when it comes out.
Yes.
I thought it was like the Indiegogo or something. Is it going somewhere weird?
I think it's going to CrowdOx.
Oh, maybe it's going to CrowdOx like Power Rangers did for.
We'll put
it. Hey, look, there's John D.
Yeah.
John D said
pre-order
on CrowdOx.
All right, so let's talk about the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So you already explained kind of the theme. You
yes.
know, where you could ride around until midnight and your parents didn't care. Like
right.
80s, right?
Those are the good old days.
I know. So in this one, it is a cooperative game, and it's a fully cooperative game, but you're going to notice I have this in front of me. It's because one of the people is playing the bad guy as well. So you're playing, or I'm going to be playing the monster and the lost kid. So I have dual responsibilities. That's the monster. I'm going to be moving around the board and interacting with our teammates. But I'm doing it in a way that helps us. But I have to be quiet about my actions and what I'm trying to give information to them, because at the beginning of each one of these games, and I say each one of them because each one of the games is going to be the kids, which is all three of us in this case, against the monster that's invaded the town. In this case, we have the Jersey Devil. So the Jersey Devil is the bad one. Each of these has these large placards that are double-sided. One side's a story, one side is set up. It tells you the difficulty. We're playing on level 1 difficulty.
And that's still hard.
Yeah, so it goes through, there's 4 more that we know about. There's Bloody Mary, there's the Dover Demon, and then finally the Snallygaster himself, who's level 4. Each of these not only have these placards in front of you, but they also have, yeah, you can throw it up there. They also have their own goal card, so what you're trying to do in the game, along with possible other goals that you have, and then a whole set of components. There are numerous different components for each one of these different baddies that we're facing. So in this case, you don't see it, but off to the side, Ryan, can you take that board, that checkerboard? This is a pin board, and we're trying to collect symbols to place on this board. So one of the goals, we'll talk about the goals when we actually get to it, but that's one of the components that's only for the Jersey Devil. It actually may be for one of the other ones. I'm not sure because we haven't played the other ones.
Well, there's a picture of the Jersey Devil on it.
Could be. But the Jersey Devil looks like a giant
The Jersey Devil looks like the thing on our screen.
Oh, you're right. That is the Jersey Devil.
Yeah, it's a Jersey Devil. All right, so as I said, each of us is going to be playing each of them is going to be playing a lost kid, or a kid. I am playing the lost kid and the monster. All right, so to set up the game, what we do is we give each of the players, besides me, 2 cards. One card is the item card that they're going to start with. So give me both your item cards. And I'm going to put them over here on this screen so people can see them.
Items.
Yep. So Ryan's starting with some dice caltrips.
Yeah, because those are like original D&D, like red box set dice.
And then Kira has the cards in the spokes. I mean, all of these are super, like, you know,
Thematic?
kids be like, yeah, what kids do when they have time on their hands. All right. Also, each of the players is going to start with a ride.
Thank you.
Each player's ride is going to provide them with a very specific ability. Now, the difference between rides and items is that items will flip. So they're one-time uses, they'll flip over to their other side, and then you have to go to a treehouse in order to refresh them, along with some other things you can do at a treehouse. Your ride is always available, so you can use that ability at any time during the game. You're going to be moving around the board, and this is the main board itself. The main board is represented by a number of different districts, which are these areas on the inside, and then roads. The kids can travel anywhere. You're going to see these little squares everywhere on the game. They may be hard to make out on the screen, but there's little tiny squares everywhere. That's how the kids are going to move. You have two feds. You have a blue fed van and then a red Cadillac down here. They are going to move across intersections. So one intersection to the next intersection, following the red and the blue lines. You want to hide from the feds because they will hurt you. And then you have the monster himself. In this case, we have the Jersey Devil, who's going to start in the Lakeview district up here. They move in districts, so they're going to hop roads and go from one district to another. So the roads and the little grids in each of those areas don't matter to them at all. They are trying to avoid both of those things, the feds and the monsters. All right, so also on this board, you're going to notice a number of different search tokens, which are these pinkish looking search tokens that you see. At the start of the game, I drew 5 cards, which are right down here. You're going to notice that the game has 3 discard piles. However, there are 5 cards here. The order of these don't matter at the start of the game, but they will play a very important part for me from telling them information in a hidden way. However, when you look at the anatomy of these cards, they say on the very bottom of each of these Polaroid pictures where you're going to put a search token at the start of the game. So we have one in City Hall, the Martinez's home, the Dutton's home, we have one down in Lakeview Station, and then one down in the Higbottoms. So those are going to correlate very specifically to these 5 locations. However, out of these 5 cards, we only make 3 discard piles. And we'll talk about this in a moment as well. Each one of these cards is also going to have another set of information on them. They're going to tell you how the monster will move. They're also going to tell you my hint to them during the game. So I'm trying to give them hints by playing these cards, but also I'm moving the monster inadvertently or the feds different types of locations. So I have to play a card every turn, but the card I play is very important because I don't want to move the monster into their locations. I don't want to move the feds into their locations, but I want to play cards that give them hints on where I'm located. That's because I know where they are. They're right there, but they don't know where I'm hidden. Their whole goal here is to defeat the Jersey Devil, but also to find me. I have one of these lost cards as well, and on the bottom of it, I know where I am hidden in the game. I'm going to be playing cards to tell them where I am. So I may play a card that says a road that is very close to where I am, or maybe an icon like a barbecue that's next to that road that I played. So it gives them information through the course of the game so they can search in that building to find me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Okay.
It might be hard to see that these buildings all have actual numbers and names. Yeah. The colors also might matter for some things. I don't think the colors matter for the Jersey Devil, but the specific names of the buildings do. And for instance, the 2 buildings that really matter for the Jersey Devil are the 2 churches that we have on opposite sides of the board.
Right.
Because the Jersey Devil can never mess with a church, but as you'll see, he messes with a bunch of the other locations.
And these are all going to do different things depending upon the monster that we are playing as. All right, so you have kind of a background now on what we're trying to do. They're trying to find me, and they're trying to complete the goals of the Jersey Devil in a certain amount of time. How much time do they have? Well, across this board that you see up here, this is called the Doom board. And across the top, you have the Doom tracker. There are times in the game when that Doom tracker is going to move from left to right until it gets to this location. If it ever gets here, they're going to lose the game. Also, you're going to see a turn order structure down here. Each of the players has a token that's going to represent their character, their kid. The turn structure works like this. It's going to be the Lost Kid player, which is me, and then one of them, and then another one of them playing their turns in any order. So Ryan could go first, and then Kira, and then the next round, Kira could go first, and then Ryan. And then it's going to go back to me. So it's always a Lost Kid, 2 players, Lost Kid, 2 players. Now, if you're playing with 3, 4, 5 players and so forth, you're going to have to take turns in the way that everyone has an equal amount of turns. So if we're playing with maybe 3 characters and then 1 Lost Kid, it'd be me, and then maybe Kira and Ryan, and then me, and then maybe that other person. And then there is a 2x, meaning that one player can take one extra turn, and then you just refresh that again. The turn order for them is any order that they so wish to do. We're not going to use turn order markers because in a 2 or a 3-player game, it's always going to be me and then both of them in any order they choose, and then me. So we don't need to keep track of that. But on the flip side, there's going to be other information for higher player count. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we should probably get into what is going on with the Jersey Devil.
Yeah, we should.
Should I read the story?
Sorry that my phone dinged a Teams notification and everybody thought that their phones were going off, that they had
messages. Really?
That's why I went
Your
away.
phone came up?
Yeah, but I silenced it.
Oh, hilarious.
So, sorry.
Okay, so I
didn't even know you kids could hear it.
Everyone sit back and relax because it is story time.
Ooh.
So imagine you are in the Kids on Bikes universe, and you're sitting there on the D&D table getting ready to hear this story. All right, from me, because I'm lost. Well, I'm glad you called ahead. These are all I could find, Miss Jenkins chuckled, putting a stack of books on the desk. The covers were all dark and cheesy horror titles and wild images of local folklore. It's Halloween night. What are you kids doing at the library? All right. We snaggered them real quick. Yearbook meeting, super important. All these Halloween pictures. Sorry, gotta go. Thanks, Miss Jenkins. We chimed in together before rushing to room number 6 and loading the books onto the table. Oh, geez, this is bad. Jersey Devil? It's right here? We laid the book flat, looking at the 2-page spread in the Encyclopedia of Monsters. A rough drawing of the... I gotta say for a second, just break away. Did you ever buy D&D books just to look at the monsters as a kid? Like, not even play D&D?
No, I never did. I
remember being like 6 and 7 and buying like those... like
the monster manual?
Yeah, the monster manuals, just so I could learn about the monsters.
I wasn't D&D, and I don't remember what... I bought one book like that so I could try to learn how to draw by tracing them, and it didn't pan out, and I couldn't even trace. So that was the end of my artist career.
That's a good story. All right, a rough drawing of the horned beast stared back at us from the page with the same menacing eyes we had seen emerging from the forest. We all remembered its long talons as they wrapped around the new kid's leg and dragged them into the darkness. The Jersey Devil appears only at night to enact its terrible vengeance, leaving its evil mark upon the homes of all of its victims. It read, "The only way to stop it is to send it back to the netherworld."
Ooh.
We shivered in unison. Our hearts sank when we read the next page and found instructions on how to banish the demon. A special seal made from all kinds of exotic materials, a priest trained in exorcism, and a ring of salt. Where would we find these things? We would have to improvise. A sudden loud and natural wail echoed through the empty halls of Cecilia B. Dempsey Memorial Library and throughout Lakeview Junior Senior High. We scrambled to add to the pile of books to our backpacks before rushing out the main door. Time was running out. All right, so we have to flip this card over, and it tells us how to set up everything on the game. And there's quite a bit of setup here. We'll talk about the most important things because these are the things that you guys will have to do throughout the game. So we already have the seal board off to the side. That's what you put onto the main board to be able to show people. You'll have to fill that with seals. We'll talk about that in a moment. We have some curse tokens because the Jersey Devil goes around and will curse things throughout the game on those triangular tokens, yes. And we have a starting goal. Do you see that star right there on the church? That is going to denote one of the goal locations you have to start at. However, you both are starting at the high school. So I've laid the standees flat so everyone can see them a little bit easier, but both of you guys are in that location. Now, one of the rules is that characters can be in the same location at the same time, so they can stack there. That's perfectly fine. All right, so the Jersey Devil himself. Anytime that he moves from one district to another, he's going to put a curse in a building of my choice. All right, and he's going to remove any other search tokens in those locations. So I'm obviously going to be moving him to locations that that the lost kid is not going to be, because if I curse the location where I am, the game's over. So I know where I am, but I don't want to put it there. So if I put a curse in a location, you know I'm not there, all right? Also, the Jersey Devil can never curse the two churches. We have the church with the star, and we have this church over here. Those can never be cursed. So obviously I want to move him into those locations because he doesn't do anything there. All right? You guys can never search in a location where there's a curse. Pretty simple. All right, and the ancient seal. So go ahead and bring that board over to the side real quick.
The Ancient Seal.
Yeah, so the Ancient Seal has 8 different locations on it where we'll be putting seals. Now, seals in this game are basically symbols, which are represented by these 4 tokens that you see right here, which are cassette tapes, some Legos, a lunchbox, and then I don't know what that is, it's like a toy train.
Yeah.
So those are basically the symbols. The whole goal here is to fill that board up with all symbols, but you don't want to put 2 of the same symbols in a row, a column, or a diagonal. If you do, you're going to get a doom.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
that
bad.
simple. Also, if you fill an entire row or column, you'll get an item for free, and I'll decide on where the item may go to. So if you fill that bottom row, you'll get the item that was placed there. And those are off to the side of the screen. There's a lot of stuff that's spread out this game, especially for the Jersey Devil. All right. However, now we have to go to the goal card. So what are the goals of your guys' game for this?
All right. We got
All right.
3 goals, right?
You do, and we'll talk about it first. The Jersey Devil is terrorizing the town of Lakeview on the worst night of the year. It's successful in spreading its curse. The whole place will be pulled into the netherworld. The kids start at the school, which we already talked about. We're going to place a star on the church. This card will be flipped over, and the players will do something on the back side, probably win, if they complete all 3 goals. And these are the 3 goals right here, and I'll read each of them. These are what you guys are trying to accomplish. Number 1 goal. In the library, or if the library book is correct, the only way we can turn the Jersey Devil to the netherworld is by recreating the ancient cosmic seal. You guys need to construct the seal.
Yep.
In order to do that, you have to fill that entire pin board with all 8 symbols. And then if you do, they'll flip this card over to its other side. That's goal 1. So in order to gain symbols, you have to search locations that have search tokens. I'll explain how those search tokens get out. I already talked about how they see the board at the start. Goal number 2 is to simply go to the church and talk to that person that's there. That's Pastor Mike. You just need to talk to him, and then you'll flip this card. And then it'll explain what happens there. And the third goal is to find me. So you have to find me, and I have to be giving you clues to the game on where you live. Once they find me, I will join them, and I have a super powerful ability that only this lost kid has. There are a number of different lost kids in the game. This is my lost kid. When they reveal me, I'll flip this over, and then I'll get the power of this character, and then I'll move and interact just like they would in the game.
Renegade, can we please get a Jeremy Lost Kid card for this game? Pretty please.
That's hilarious. All right, so are we ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I know where I'm located.
Yep. I know where I'm located. Right here.
You guys want to close your eyes, and I'll show them where I am?
Uh-oh.
Okay, so everyone look on the bottom of this card.
Uh-oh.
It'll tell you where I am, and it has a number there.
Say it out loud.
Okay? I hope everyone can read that.
14.
And now that you know where I am, keep your eyes shut. Keep your eyes shut. Please, eyes shut. You got it?
They're completely shut.
Okay, so now you know where I am. And that's the information I'm going to be trying to give you. That helps you guys understand what I'm doing through the game. So I go through my turn structure first. The very first thing is I get to play one of the 4 cards that I drew at the start. Now, I have to do the top part first, which is bad, and then the bottom part is going to give them an idea of what's going on. So I will play this card, and it doesn't matter where I go, but I'll put it over here. All right, so this is telling me that the monster is going to move east 1 space and attack. So move him 1 space east, and he can't move.
He can't move. So.
If he can't move off the map, the doom's going to move forward.
We already lost.
Right off the bat.
Yeah,
Right.
so obviously I'm hurting them. I don't want to hurt them, but the reason why I'm playing this card you'll understand in a moment. I do have a limited number of cards, so I can only play what I have. The second thing is it's going to move the red Fed vehicle 2 spaces.
Oh boy, we're gonna get 2 more doom.
This is a bad way to start.
However, go ahead.
Oh wait, except we're on this space.
All right,
So we're safe. It doesn't
you guys
touch
are,
us.
when we played the last time, you can't be hurt on the very first turn of the game.
Oh,
so
nice
we
to
played
know.
that wrong. All right, so when the feds move, they're going to search the location they're in and all of the squares around them, just immediately around them. If any of the lost kids or any of the kids are in that space, we take 1 doom and those kids run away to the closest treehouse. They're safe. Now that we've done that, we are going to place 1 search token in the gas and go. That's number 18
Number
on the
18?
board. Yep. Just right here.
Should be right up there.
So
way
a new
up there.
search token comes into play right there. And then each Fed on the board is going to move 1 space, no matter which one was played from that card. So to the next intersection. And then I'm simply going to draw a new Lost Kid card, and it will be one of your turns. Now, Why did I play that card? This is the most important part about the game because I'm trying to feed them information. It says Oak Street.
Yep. So we have a really good idea that it might be on Oak Street.
So they have a good idea that I'm probably around Oak Street or on Oak Street, but I'm probably on the north side of the board. I can't say anything beyond that, but that gets them a good idea. You'll also see a number in these locations. Don't worry about that. That's only my movement once my lost kid has been found.
Yeah, so we have an idea maybe that he's on Oak Street. Now, there are 2 buildings that are...
There's a bard. That was a joke.
There are 2 buildings that are literally on Oak Street. Oak Street is this bottom row, and there's this building over here, the abandoned house, and this one here, the Higginbottoms. However, Jeremy has a limited amount of cards. It's always possible that every card in his hand was Oak Street, in which case that's no clue, but I doubt that was the case. However, he could just be trying to guide us towards the bottom of the board. It might not necessarily be something that's on Oak Street. It could be one of these over here, because even though they're technically on the next avenue, they're still kind of in that area. So we definitely don't have enough to narrow it down. And the bad thing that happens if you search for the lost kid and don't find him, you get a doom. So we definitely don't want to waste 4 moves on that. So.
Okay. Well, we're 20 minutes in, so let's play.
Well, we're already playing.
Okay. Where are you going to go? Because here's the thing that I remember from the last time, is that we didn't get enough things to seal. So, I mean, we can go rush and try and find him, so we have the extra guy on our team, but we have to make sure we do that this time.
Well, we have to do all, we have to do all of it. It all has to get done. So
I don't want to wait and be like, oh, like last time where it was like the end and we were screwed.
Yeah, the key to this game is balancing your time. If you go all in on one thing, then you suddenly have very limited time to complete the other 2. You can go, if you want to go first, you've got all your moves.
Because I've got plenty of movement, so if I want to go...
So how are they moving? We didn't really explain that. Each of the characters has 4 tokens in front of them that are going to allow them to move an X number of spaces on their turn. They are going to spend one of these tokens in order to move orthogonally from one space to the next. When they use it, they simply flip it over.
I'm going to go search one of
these. They will refresh when all 4 tokens have been used, or if they search a treehouse, in which case all of them will immediately flip over anyway. So she's deciding which one of these tokens she wishes to use on her movement. And she has the number 8 token, and that's unusual. You don't usually start with this, but she has a card called the Tangerine Dream, I believe, which is a ride that gives her this token, which gives her a lot of flexibility in her movement.
Yeah, I don't think you can get there.
All right.
I can get close.
You can get close.
So I don't think I can get here either. Can I? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Ooh,
5,
thought
6,
bubbles.
7. Ooh,
Oh, you can get down there if you want.
8.
Yeah,
Or
go
8,
search
yeah.
that
Thought
spot.
I'm going to go here. We'll get rid of my 8.
And you're going to search. All right, so Kira's searching for the first time in the game. So we're going to remove the search token that she had found there, and we're going to give her a search card instead. And this is going to give us like a little quest to go on.
Sports quest.
Ooh.
As Coach Martinez loads up some dusty pads and gloves into his pickup truck, he says, "Oh, they leave that crap behind all the time over at the baseball field. Clean up the rest of the field while you're at it. You kids have no respect for the game."
Uh-oh.
So, add 1 simple tile of choice to any space on the baseball field. When any player moves to that space, they can pick it up and activate the tile as a free action.
Oh.
Which one do you want?
Which one do
really
you want?
close to the baseball field, so just pick one.
With cassette tape.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Face down.
Tunes.
I'm probably not going to come get it this round.
I'm close enough. I'll come
Wait,
get
do
it.
you want to put it in because fences are impassable.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you probably want to put it as far out in the like open as possible.
Did you pass through the fence, by the way?
No, she went around it.
This way.
Perfect.
All right. I'm going to search up here as well because this thing will not, it only investigates when it moves. And I
Yeah,
trust
that's
that Jeremy, if he moves south, will not send the Jersey Devil to my space. So I'm going to use my diagonal to move 2 spaces diagonal. So I get to go 1, 2. And now there's a special rule that if you ever end your movement on a road, it's like you're riding your bike down the road, you get 1 extra space to move.
Yep.
So I will move into space 17, the Martinez's house, and I will search their house. So
Draw a card.
let's see what I got. Adults. It's late. You kids should run on home. I tried to explain the dire situation in graphic detail, but Mrs. Merrill only crackles to herself. Why is Mrs. Merrill at the Martinez's house? Suspicious.
Cackles.
That
Crackles.
cackles.
Crackly.
Yes. That's silly. There are no monsters in Lakeview, she says with an unsettling grin.
creepy.
It's like some WandaVision
She's
vibes
like,
here.
She's like the witch that's has a candy house or whatever.
Okay, perform both actions below. Move the Doom Tracker.
That
or
says
move the monster.
move the monster to the closest kid, I believe.
That's me.
That says move monster 1 district towards the closest kid.
Uh-oh. Well, shoot. I'm right there.
Yep.
So, he is going to...
Attack.
Does he attack every time he moves?
Yeah, every time the
no.
monster... Does it have the attack symbol on him?
No, it doesn't.
No, this is the attack symbol.
Oh, that's the attack symbol right there.
Monster moves 1 district in that direction and attacks.
Okay, so he moves... So, first of all, we get a Doom.
Okay.
Because I got attacked.
Yeah.
And it moves me back to the treehouse.
The closest treehouse, yeah.
And secondly, whenever he attacks a building in the space he's in as well. And he attacks the FBI.
Yep.
So we get... So
you get a curse token in one of the locations
Yep.
in the area that he moved in. That's
which
fine. You can
increases
put it
the
there.
Doom Tracker again.
Yep. This is going to end quick. And he is going to move 3 spaces.
3 spaces.
Yep.
1, 2... Can they be in the same space?
They certainly can. I believe so. Look
3.
at that.
They're passing each other. That's
They're
fine.
talking.
All right, but then I get any one item. And we already have the cassette, so let's just give me... Legos, sure. And I can immediately put them on the seal board, is that correct?
Well, once you get it, you immediately flip over and do what it says.
Oh, yeah. Move the monster towards the closest kid and attack.
You're in a treehouse, so you still move him towards... But
we got to decide where we want him to go.
I want it to move towards the... You're in a treehouse? Move it towards the... Here. That's
Here?
fine. Yeah.
So it's going to attack this house and increase our curse tracker by 1.
My goodness. This is not good.
However, I got this Lego set, so I'm
not
going to put
good.
that Lego set in the corner here.
Right on.
Well, let me show you. You'll see that this spot is perfectly spaced for these Legos. So that's nice.
Just for the Legos.
Just for the Legos. However, I am in a treehouse, so I am safe.
All right. That was brutal.
That was really bad.
We moved up 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Oh my gosh. All right.
You can make it go back down, though. Right?
Can we?
I thought there were ways to do that.
I have not found a way
No
currently.
ways to do it yet. All right, so I get to play a card. Back to me. Man, I have no idea now. You guys have totally... oof.
Yeah, no
We're
matter
both
where
on
he
this
goes.
side.
Now, I'm safe here, but the school will get attacked.
Mm-hmm. Trying to give you guys hints. Okay. Okay. All right, so I'm going to play this card. This says the Jersey Devil's going to move east and attack.
So he's going to attack the other building.
Yeah. He's going to move the curse
He's
token
going to move
once.
the curse token once.
Okay. And the red card's going to move 2 spaces.
2 spaces.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Nothing happens there.
Correct.
I'm telling you that you need to put 1 in the McGill's, so search token here.
Okay.
And now I'm saying Oak Tree and Doghouse. So those are 2 clues I've given you so far. And I need to draw a card.
There is a doghouse in this district.
And then finally each Fed's going to move forward 1 space. They always move forward no matter what. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, the red was supposed to go around, not straight down. I didn't notice. I went across. It was supposed to go up, so they wouldn't have been on the same space. Okay.
I see. Missed the arrow.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right. So
I forgive you.
there's a doghouse over here and Oak Street, so he could just be referring us back to this district, which still doesn't really clear it up because there's still 2 spaces. But I am close enough. But if we check wrong, that's another doom. So I'm not confident yet.
And you have a good shot at it. I do
1,
not.
2,
I
3,
used
4,
my
5.
arrow.
Sure, let me go get it. I can get it right now. Oh, this one's gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can just grab this, and it's going to move the blue truck 2 spaces.
Okay.
Or blue van, 1, 2. And no one's around there, so we're good.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to put this right here.
So Ryan and I have to put these toys on the seal board without them being next to or diagonal from ones just like them.
Correct. All right, that's it for me.
Cool.
I think I'm far enough away from the Jersey Devil.
Well, I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, nope,
We've got 5.
3, 4, 5.
What, you coming this way?
Yeah, I don't know if I should. I mean, these are all coming at me no matter what.
Yeah,
so
but the
I'm in
only
trouble.
search tokens left on the board are over here.
And I've got fences. There's a tree house here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Search City Hall.
Really close to the fence.
I know. I have a plan for
That's
that,
what I
though.
was. I also have here. Just
Yeah.
flip my item card. Move them back 2 spaces.
Oh, nice. Up to
What'd you
2
do?
intersections.
What'd you do?
Moves the Fed 2 intersections backwards.
What is that you used?
It's an item. It's the spokes in the cards.
Do you want to show? This
Okay.
is the item you showed at the beginning.
So she used her item. Says flip this card to move 1 Fed miniature backwards up to 2 intersections.
Yep.
So she can refresh this card, but she's got to rest in a treehouse or search in a
So
treehouse.
my older brother need a lift. My older brother pulls up in his baby blue convertible and pats the side door. He used to be a total bully, but after the terrible accident last year, he's like a new guy. I know I can count on him to help out. My choice: move to any space on the board, hop in the car with the bro, or move the tracker and get a token. I'm just gonna move.
Seems
'Cause
smart.
that seems terrible.
Yeah.
So where do we want to go? Because I've already taken my turn. So where do we want to set up for on the next turn? Any
I mean,
space
if you can get all the way over here, you could search that next.
or that.
Oh, yeah, or go talk to
I'm
him.
gonna go here.
Oh, but keep in mind, though, you're very close to the
True.
Jersey Devil there.
I'll go here. I don't want to die. All right. That was my turn.
You don't want to go into the treehouse just so you're safe? Because you always have to use a move token on your turn. So it doesn't matter if you
Yep.
start there, you still are going to have to use
Good
one
call.
next turn. All right, that's both of us.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you move the Jersey Devil west, he can't hit either one of these spaces. But here, he will attack these guys and move them 3 spaces, which could be bad.
I know that, but I don't really have the cards to do that.
Not a single west card?
His cards aren't necessarily meant to help us.
No.
Like every time he gives us information, it also hurts us.
Sure.
Yes.
Because, he's been captured. Talk to the pastor.
I
Let's
don't
see
even know
start.
what to do. You guys aren't doing what I need you to do.
Well, I tried to stay down here, but
All right,
Ryan
I'm going to
encouraged
play
me
this.
to.
He's
you
going
said
to
you
attack the
wanted to collect
district
all
he's
these.
in, but you can't
Correct.
because it's already attacked and off. And then you're going to move 1 step east, which is going to move him
Oh,
forward.
no.
That's all I have. And it says Renegade Court.
So we already, yeah,
Can I
so
be
it's...
any more obvious?
Well, we already, I mean, it's one of these two. It's just,
I wanted to go down here because I think if we have him,
but I'm right
sooner.
here.
yeah, I know. So
that's easy
you
for
should
me.
go there.
All of the feds are going to move space.
One space.
And then you're going to put a token in St. Luke's. So back where, Pastor Mike is.
All right. Well, I will go. I'm going to search the abandoned house for the lost kid.
Found me. You found
had to get down
me. So as it says, I am in the abandoned house. It says right here. So what that does is this card just goes away. All right, just put off to the side. And you found the lost kid.
Yay,
So,
we got one of our objectives.
let's read this. The lost kid is in prison in one of the buildings on the map. Go to a building and spend a search action to see if they're there. If you're incorrect, move the doom token 1 space. Flip it if you found the kid. All right, so we found the kid. We found the lost kid. They were trapped within another dimension. We were able to shatter the spell and allow them to return to our world. But our reunion is short-lived as we realize that we need to get them to the Jersey Devil's hideout and start the final showdown. Place the lost kid token on the building you found them in. So who am I? I am Eli, and this is Eli. And Eli looks like this, and you're going to put me on that building. Okay, he has a special power. Ability unlocked. The lost kid joins the fight against the Jersey Devil. The lost kid may now use the movement value in the right bottom corner of the card they played during each turn movement and take an action just like a normal kid. So we have one of the 3 goals done, and I will take an action that is 4 movement on my next turn, which will be here in just a second. And I have an ability. Eli says, flip this card to add 1 symbol of my choice to any space on the board that is not in the district that I'm currently in. Any kid that moves into that space takes it for free.
Oh, nice.
So
Put it here.
yeah, I'm going to flip it now and go ahead and use it. And I can refresh this. And I will give us a, what about one of these lunch boxes?
Yeah.
And I'll put it right here.
Okay.
Because I'm not in that district. I'm
Right.
down there. And I used Eli's
Power.
hyperthymesia.
I don't. That must be. I'm sure that's a real power.
Hyperthermesia. That's what I got.
All right, Kira. So it's your turn.
Power.
All right, so I'm already in the treehouse.
Yep.
And I get to draw
I
a
could
card again.
flip my 2 tokens while I'm here, right?
If you end your turn there. If you decide to
that's
stop
true.
and rest
You have
there.
to search there.
I'd rather not do that yet, so I'm just going to use my 3
Okay.
and go here.
Yep.
I'll get this token.
Okay. Flip it over.
Oh, yeah.
What does it say?
It says move the red vehicle 1 space.
Okay.
All right. Do we want to complete? We can complete this row
Yep.
and get the Dungeons and Dragons rule book.
Dragons and Dragons.
Dragons and Dragons rule book. I'm sorry. After drawing a symbol tile, flip this card to negate all feds or monster movement caused by that tile.
I give it to one of you. I can decide.
It doesn't matter who has it, right?
Sure, I'll give it to Kira. What does it do again?
I also have this.
Okay, and then your search card is there.
Ooh, that's quite nice.
I want this basket ram. If you move into a monster's district, stun it, because my card says if you move into a monster's district, you get a free search.
Epic Quest.
Good.
Ooh,
my
epic
search.
quest.
Sally Kimball winks and adjusts her brown curls. Well, heck, my granddaughter always loses a few at the park. You'll have fun. I honestly hate those little buggers. This is looking for Legos. I'm sorry, plastic bricks. Add 1 plastic bricks tile to the space with the sign below, which is
Welcome.
Celia and Dempsey Memorial Park.
Right here.
Yep. When any player moves in the space, they may pick it up and activate it as a free action.
Oh, great. We need Legos for this row here. Or no, yeah, I'd have to go all the way in the top. You'll see. We'll put the board up. When we get the next piece, we'll put the board up so people can see it. All right, that was both of us, so it's back to you, Jeremy.
Is it really? Oh, I get to do movement.
Well, you have to play your card first,
no,
right?
Okay, I'm at the end of my turn. It's
I thought you were at the
and then-
beginning of our turn.
Nope. I get 4 movement.
Oh, I see.
What do you guys want me to do? Someone needs to go to the church and talk to him.
I'm probably
So,
in the best position to do that.
2.
I am not.
Though I'll need to refresh my
1,
tokens
2.
first.
I don't want to be around the feds or the Jersey Devil. Where can I move the Jersey Devil? This is information I know. So
You can move the Jersey. I mean, any space west is safe. South would be horrible for us.
if I had a west card, I would move them west.
North.
North would also. No, North wouldn't be the worst, but it wouldn't be great either.
I don't really have a west card. Now I do have this token. This is a once per game where I can get rid of all 4 cards, put them back into this lost pile, reshuffle, and draw 4 new ones. But it does move the Doom track, so it's like
Oh, geez. No matter what happens, we're moving the Doom track. That's what it seemed like.
Move me 1, 2, 3, 4. Move me 1, 2, 3, 4. Move me to the bottom part of that building.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only place I can really go. My turn?
Yep.
Or it's the Jersey Devil.
Yeah, it's the Jersey Devil's turn. Ryan, all I have is south movement.
Well, then we're done.
Then I'm going to do this. Move this forward 1 space.
To wipe them.
Yeah.
So that
use this token. Shuffle
saves
all
us
4
one. Saves us 1 Doom, I guess, if you can get a west card.
Yeah, I need a west card. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is this is really tight.
It is.
I don't know what he's thinking about. Is it bad?
I mean, I'll just move the feds. Is that fine?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do. Each of them is going to move 2 spaces. 1, 2, and then 1, 2. And then place a search token on the abandoned house.
Oh.
How nice is that? And then we're going to move them each 1 space.
Oh, that's right.
You always have to move
This
them.
red one is about to hit its start again, which means
And I draw a
More
card.
bad news.
more bad news.
But I do get 6 movement this
Oh, I need
turn,
to refresh
which is
my
not
stuff
bad.
then.
So your guys' turn. Or our turn.
Yeah, you'll need to.
I'm going to go here.
Well,
with my
hold on.
last
Don't refresh your stuff yet. Let me go
Okay.
first.
Okay.
Because watch. Because if I'll search, you can use your Dungeons and Dragons rulebook to counter the monster movement and then still get it right back.
Okay.
Because I'm going to use my last token to move. I'm going to search here. Get a search card.
Ooh, there's
Oh, remove 1 symbol from the seal board. Then immediately move to any treehouse on the game board. Oh. That's too bad.
We have
I know
Legos.
this. You have
so
to do it?
Have to do it. I'm going to take the Legos off
Ugh.
so we can
have
put.
more Legos.
Ugh.
Correct. I really want this basket ram though. So then this is going to go. Then immediately move to any treehouse on the game board. What's a good tree house?
Run away.
I guess here.
Probably up north in Lakeview, where you can get to the pastor, maybe.
Yeah.
And that search
a little
token?
closer to the pastor from there.
I mean, you're right off a road.
Actually, this is closer.
Okay.
That was not a good search.
Okay.
Well, that was a good search.
There was nothing
I
that
guess
needed to be done.
Nope.
So I will use my last token to go to the treehouse and flip everything back over. And I get to place a search token.
Yep.
So I'll put one with Ryan.
Yeah, so when you search in a treehouse, you can also trade stuff with each other if you so wish.
Or where are you? We should put it wherever Jeremy's going.
Put it there then.
Because aren't you? Where are you headed?
I was going to head to the church, but you're going to go there, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Although I could go to the church right now.
What is your movement?
6.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Can you just put the search token with the pastor?
You can.
Well,
Yeah, do that.
Can we do 1 and 2 in the same building?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can have more than one.
All right.
So my movement,
Yep.
you're done? Move me right into that.
6 plus your bonus move, and the pastor.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to the pastor. That's my search. So.
Is the talking to the pastor an actual search action?
Yep.
Okay.
Talk to Pastor Mike, which I'm doing.
I should have done this.
It says go to 20
We can still do it.
and spend a search action there
Yep.
to complete this goal. Flip it over. All right, so Pastor Mike says, whenever a player takes a search action when we arrive, Pastor Mike is kneeling in front of the crucifix behind the pulpit of the church. I'm about to ask a question when he suddenly stands up and turns, his vestments falling to the floor, revealing a dark black military outfit and dual bandoliers crisscrossing his chest and 2 silver daggers hanging from his belt. This reminds me of like Corey Haim, Corey Feldman. Right?
Right? He's like ready for the vampire fight here.
I knew this night would come, he says, suddenly brandishing a shotgun from behind his back.
What?
A golden cross dangles from his neck. All right, so place a gold star on each church. Place a gold star on each church.
Okay.
So we have this one over here too.
And 1 there.
And find the hydrator cards and place them nearby. So these should be dual-sided cards, but they're only single-sided. Anyway, these are a
Super soaker.
Yeah.
Well, I mean a hyperhydrator.
yeah,
I mean
TM.
TM.
Real quick, the component quality is good, but this is a prototype, a pre-production prototype, but considering it's very nice.
Right. Whenever a player takes a search action at a treehouse, they may take a hyperhydrator as a free action. Right.
Yeah.
Whenever a player moves through a church during their turn, they may flip it to from the hyperhydrator to the holy hyperhydrator card, which will stun the Jersey Devil. So we want to get it in the treehouse and then move through a church, which puts holy water in it.
Though this actually says if you start your turn in a treehouse, you get the
Yeah, we
hyperhydrators.
could probably do it that way too. I mean, the rules are still being written, so let's do what the card says, like any card game.
Right.
Because
That's.
I'm in a treehouse.
Although I also imagine that usually the card overwrites the rules.
So we've done 2 of the 3 goals. Our other goal is to get that board, and we only have 2 of the 8. So we are.
But if we can get our soaker, we can stop the Jersey Devil from moving every round and stop the Doom Tracker from going up.
So
So
we
that's
need to
pretty
do
good
that.
to do. All right.
right.
So you have to play a card now for the Jersey Devil's turn, right?
Yeah, I do. So he would curse if he moves there. He would curse if he moves
This spot is safe.
there.
West is the only safe spot still.
Yeah, let's do that. We're going to move him west, and he can't curse because it's already cursed. And then he's going to move north.
Oh, that will.
But
Oh,
you're
you're
in a
in a-
church.
He can't curse the church, but he'll attack you.
Not in a church, can he?
Yeah, in a church he can. He just can't curse churches. So he will get 1 doom, and he will send you
Hold
back
on.
to the closest treehouse.
Let's see. Let's see. Where did I read that? Where did I read that? Is this on this part?
I don't know.
Where did we read the church part? Ryan.
You read it on your Jersey Devils thing. It says he can't curse a church. Right?
In a building and district, and then if there's a search token on that building, simply cannot curse churches, but he could still attack people.
Right.
You're right. So I don't
Undo?
want to do that. I
Undo?
don't want to do that. Yeah. I don't have options.
Be kind, rewind. That's a total 90s
Yeah,
thing
and all of
to
them,
say.
none of them have not attacking. Like every single one of them has
All of them
attack.
attack.
That's crazy.
All of them attack.
Can he go? Is he going to go 2 directions no matter what? Can he go like south?
No, I could move him.
South because then he's out of.
Let's just go north.
Okay.
Okay.
and he's going to curse that building, which is going to give us one of these.
Yep.
And he's going to move the blue vehicle 2 steps.
Okay, and the blues, they're almost back to their starting spot, so they will give us another doom here in a minute.
But they all move forward 1 now.
Oh, yep.
Then we're going to put a search token down here in Lakeside Condominiums.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I feel like there's just
Are you going to move one of the feds?
I can't do this till on my turn, right?
Okay, well, it is our turn now.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right,
What is my
let's do
movement?
that.
Well, hold on. We both start
3?
with hyperhydrators.
All right. Yay. They don't do anything yet.
Gotta move
Correct.
through a church.
I'm close to a church. How about I go? So I can do this. Flip
Yep.
this card to move 1 Fed miniature backwards up to 2 intersections. Pick one. They're both in terrible place. Yeah. Okay. That helps me for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
Or Eli. Thanks, Eli.
You're welcome.
I'm going to move
To the church?
1, 2, 3.
Ooh, that's a good
4.
question. What do kids say these days when you describe Blockbuster video to them?
I don't really talk about
I don't
Blockbuster video
think,
to kids.
I mean, my kids are 13 and 9, and I don't think they even know what a Blockbuster is.
I doubt it.
I mean, I'm sure they've heard of it, but I haven't even broached that topic with them.
So you
I
get
mean,
to turn your
Sevi is definitely old enough.
you get to
so.
turn your hyperhydrator into a
Yep.
super hyperhydrator.
Now you got me thinking about Blockbuster, how fun it was to go in on a Friday night and
I
see
used
what was
to work
available
at
still.
I worked at Blockbuster for years. I
Did you
loved
really?
it.
Block party? Anyone?
Block?
Is that
No.
where you get your...
Pinball machines and all kinds.
I just remember walking
it's an
into them
arcade.
and asking them, I don't remember how old I was. I had to have been like 12 or 13, asking them if I could buy the Star Wars VHS. And they were like, yeah, it's like $120. I was like, wait, VHSs were that expensive back then? They were.
Does this go away now that I got the hyperhydrator, or is there?
No, it still stays.
Oh, so I'll do whatever that is.
Yeah, that was turning it into the
so
holy
this
one.
just stays here the
Yeah,
whole
it
time.
just lets
Okay.
you know that it's
Just
where you
making
can go to
sure.
refill it.
All right. Well, that's my turn then.
All right, I'm gonna come into here and take one of these search tokens, and I will also get my holy hyperhydrator. Can you hand me one? A holy one?
Holy hyperhydrator.
But I will not be in the same space as the monster, so I cannot stun it. Let's see what my
Where
search
are you?
does.
Did you search
I'm
there?
here with you, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Epic quest. Billy Kimball takes off his ball cap to think for a moment. Well, I know Butch keeps a stash out near his house, but I'm not responsible for what he does to y'all if you don't replace it. Add 1 bubblegum tile to the boonies, which is right here.
Bubblegum, please.
Yep.
Bubblegum. Oh, that's bubblegum? I thought it was trains.
It's bubblegum, apparently, according
No, it
to
says
this.
Bubba on it. Dude.
All right, so that's bubblegum. Now I have my holy hydrator. I can stun him if I'm in the same space as him, but I'm not, so I can't do it currently.
So you're done?
Yep.
Yep, we got some
Where you
bubblegum
heading,
pretty
Eli?
close.
I'm going to have to move 3 spaces diagonal. So put me right in that space where the Legos are, right? That's 3 diagonal?
There's a
Can you move
fence,
through
though.
fence?
Oh. Ryan, why do you got to rain on my parade? 1, 2, 3.
It has to be diagonal.
Yeah. Go ahead and move me 1, 2, and then move me on the tree space. The tree. Right here in this district. Yeah, move me on that tree icon. Oh, I can't move across that thing.
No, it's still
All
a
right.
fence.
Still a fence. 1, 2, 3.
Oof.
All right, move me here.
Diagonal, right?
Yeah,
1, 2, 3.
and then 1 free space.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really all I can do.
That works. You're
Man,
not in a hurdy place.
I think we're dead.
Well, we'll see.
We
I
only
can't
have 2
go-
more.
Is that all of us moving?
Yeah,
So now it's the devil's turn.
and he doesn't have anything good for us.
Can you just move him south? Just south?
I can move him 1 space towards the closest person,
That
which
would,
would be you, which would curse,
which would be bad for me and for all of us, yes.
but it won't kill us.
But it will as soon as this
And
thing
maybe-
moves in, because we only have 2 doom left.
Yeah, we're dead. We're dead this turn. Yeah, the only thing I could do.
Well, I can stop one of the feds from moving 1 space.
The red one, for sure.
All right, so I'm going to move him 1 space towards the closest person, which is you.
So that's me.
He's not going to curse the building, but he is going to move you towards the closest treehouse.
Which is
1,
south.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this one here.
Okay, so it's going to move this forward 1 space.
Oh boy.
And place a search token on the 23, the rib rocks.
23 up here.
All right, and each of the feds are going to move forward 1 space.
And I have to stop the reds from moving or else it's game.
Okay.
But
oh boy,
they're still going to move 1 space, so. All right, well, I can get the Legos.
You were close.
I'm not in a really good place to do much.
I'll get the Legos.
I've still got my 8, so I could go search
4.
somewhere.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then I get my free movement.
Yeah,
so the Legos are going to move the red truck too, unless you stop it with your Dragons and Dragons book.
Oh, this? Yeah, do that.
What does that do?
Stops it from moving.
Flip this card and all feds are monster.
Okay.
If I could have gotten into his space, I could have stunned him, but I couldn't reach his space.
You got one too, right? Because you were in that building?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
No, you've got the only other one, Kira. If you
only
could
2.
get to him.
I mean, I have 8.
3 again?
That's not going to do it.
I wish I had that item I had to start the last game. It gave me extra 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's no way for me to get to that one. I don't think there's a way for me to get a lot of places that are useful.
Yeah, we just needed a card that was like that he didn't attack with, because that's those constant attacks are what's killing us.
The feds are the only other ones.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're in a really, really tough situation here.
Maybe I should go. I mean, I can't get to a search token. So should I go back to the treehouse and flip these because we need them? Or?
Yeah, probably, but.
Okay. Seems like a good idea.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Because you can
just flip them all back.
You can move the red one back again another 2 spaces.
You can put a search token somewhere.
Yeah, let's put a search token right by me.
Okay.
The power of resting in a treehouse.
Right. 2 spaces back, 1, 2.
Yeah, flip 1.
Yeah. All right.
Things are flipped back over.
Ryan's turn?
No, I already went. It's your turn, Jeremy.
My turn. I get to move 3 diagonal. Where do I need to go, guys? A
3
treehouse.
diagonal?
Is there a treehouse anywhere? In close proximity? No.
No. 3 diagonal doesn't
really get me
you anywhere that we need to be, unfortunately.
Move me down in this area. So 1, 2, 3, and then move.
Here?
That's fine. I'm safe from everything right there.
All right.
So my turn to move again.
And if the Jersey Devil causes an attack, it's game over.
Mm-hmm.
If he could go east north or just east.
He can go east south.
That would end the game.
Yeah. Closest person.
It would also end the game.
Yeah, there's nothing I can play.
There's really nothing? Not a single card?
Oh, I got 4 cards in my hand.
Oh, I know,
south
but
is the only combination that can
none of them just like goes north?
But you have a you have the hydrator. Wouldn't that stun him?
It's only on your turn. If you are in the same district as the monster, you could stun it.
Yeah, I mean I got nothing. I mean east south is all I have that's even possible, and he wouldn't do anything on the east. But
east south would end the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
It feels like I had to keep him stun locked in an area. Like I'd have to get the right combination of cards.
Well, if we had gotten these holy hyperhydrators earlier and started actually like just one person just keeps moving into his space and stunning him every turn. Also, I never this basket ram card would have been really great. If you move onto the monster's district on your turn, flip this card to stun it, and I could have bounced back and forth from a treehouse to stunning him every other turn. I think keeping the monster stunned is critical, and we just didn't really do that.
Well, this is the second time we've played this scenario. First time we got slaughtered.
Yeah.
Like it was really fast. This time I felt we did better, but it feels like that objective's always been the one that's kept us.
We got 3 of the things. Well, we would have had 4 if I hadn't drawn that card that made us lose 1.
Yeah, that's the one. But it gives you, the good thing is it does give you additional items to use. It does feel like we have not gotten the Holy Hydrators fast enough. Yeah. If we had got the Holy Hydrators, I wonder if that would have changed the game dramatically. It feels like that's what you really need to focus on.
Yeah. We needed to go talk to Pastor Mike early, right? That's what did that.
Yeah, but that's what we did last game.
But we never used the Holy Hydrators.
Yeah, we never got to
Well, because starting your turn in a treehouse is tougher than it sounds. I only was able to do it because that card moved me to 1.
Mm-hmm.
But like getting there to get, and then back to the treehouse, and then back to the church to fill it up with the holy water, and then you could go find the Jersey Devil. Because remember, the last game we played, like the Jersey Devil ended up on the completely other side of the board from us, so we didn't really
It was hard.
It was harder.
I don't know. I mean, the game was much different this time around just because things came out differently. I mean, I was in tree houses all day long.
Yeah, no, I mean, this definitely played differently than the first one for sure. Still really hard, but we're doing better every time we play. And I think that's a key is like how much better you can do each game you play.
Well, that's what you want in a co-op. You don't want it to be a
exactly.
pushover. So yeah, as I mentioned, there's other monsters you can play against. We have Bloody Mary, the Dover Demon, the Snallygaster himself. Each of them has their own setup, their own components. We're seeing something in the upper left-hand corner or right-hand corner of that one that I haven't seen. No, turn that over.
You got to turn the camera back on.
Oh,
Nobody
there you
can
go.
see it.
That's fine.
I'm holding them up.
That
Everyone
works.
should be able to see them.
Yeah, all of them have different sets of components. There is a whole set of cards, too, that get intermingled with each new monster you face. So you'll have different search cards, different item cards that will get interjected into each of these. And, of course, different goals that you'll play with as well. And different lost kids as well.
Look at that thing. It's like some kind of...
I can't imagine how hard that is.
Oh, I can't. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. It sounds like it's going to be awful.
I do like... the one part that I find very interesting about this game is that most of the... I mean, it feels like me against you, but it doesn't. It's also me with you guys.
Right, you're trying to mitigate us. You're not trying to hurt us. You're trying to slow down the monster by playing the right kind of cards.
And I'm sure there are games like that, but off the top of my head, I can't think of any games where you're playing the bad guy, but you're also wanting to help them. Can you think of anything like that that's been... It doesn't come to mind.
No, there's a couple I've played. I know where like you draw like 2 cards and you choose the lesser one, the one that you don't want to hurt you, but that's not really the same thing. I mean, this is a very unique kind of style in this game for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that was fun. Even though we got destroyed by the Jersey Devil,
got destroyed twice.
He lives again and continue to torment the city.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, we did our best. We're just kids. Really, we should have called some professional monster hunters, but whatever.
Like
we
the
did.
Ghostbusters. That's okay.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if the Ghostbusters deal with Jersey Devils, but maybe they do.
Anyway, so all you have to do is comment in today's stream to be entered to win a copy of the Snallygaster. As we said at the start, it is going to CrowdOx for pre-order.
Next week?
Is it next week?
Soon, right?
I believe so.
Can't really... I do have the cool box cover right here.
Yes.
I really like the color scheme. So yeah, look for this. Look for this image. So yeah, it'll be coming out, I think, later this year.
Well, and John D said in the comments that it's February 10th. So John D said in the comments that they have got RenCon next weekend.
Yeah.
The Renegade convention, like they did one last year. I think it's like held on Discord.
Yeah.
So they'll be doing demos of this as well. So if you want to check it out before you pre-order, you'll be able to see it there. Anything else?
That's
Thanks to
it
our
for me.
sponsors. Thanks to you for tuning in. We'll be back next week with something else, and we will see you then.
Yeah,
Bye.
we got a few ideas. Bye, everybody.
See you guys.